Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Austin, and I think you may have heard that Justin Trudeau just cut taxes in Canada. Well, not all items, but a bunch of them. So today's video is going to be about a bunch of tips to help you save money and take advantage of this awesome tax break. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about a few strategies here that we can follow. There's a couple that we want to talk about, so let's just do it about one by one. Okay, strategy number one. Think about non-perishable goods. Okay, so think about all the stuff that you eat in your year. Rice, pasta, canned goods, flour, sugar, things like that. This, in the next 2 months, is a time you stock up on things like that. Because all things like grocery items are definitely tax-free during this two-month period. So you're gonna be saving big over the long run if you're stocking up for the next 6, 8, 12 months on these kind of non-perishable items, right? So I think it's definitely a really great chance to save money there for the rest of the year by taking advantage of it now. One more thing, if you are a coffee nerd, you can definitely stock up on coffee for like the rest of the year. If you know that you have it every day, this is where you can save money on it by saving the tax on coffee. So stock up for the year, trust me, it's totally worth it if you drink coffee every day like I do. Okay, tip number 2. Bulk buy on household supplies. So if you live in a house, a condo, or even rent a place, house supplies is something that everyone spends on all the time, right? We buy these things over and over again without even thinking about it. And why not just save some money up front? So what do I mean by house supplies? I'm thinking laundry detergent, dish soap, just like classical cleaning products, toilet paper and paper towels, and well, garbage bags. So these are some of the things that we use every day to clean, and we don't even think about it as an expense, but you do save a lot of money here. Families of 4 might even spend $500 to $1,000 every single year on these items. So saving on tax now and planning several months into the future can really lead to some serious savings. Number 3, personal care products. So everything from shampoo, toothpaste, and soap, to razors and shaving cream, these are the things that you'll want to buy up now because you know that you're going to be using this every day, and you kind of know the frequency at which you buy it, right? So maybe shaving cream you buy every 3 months or something like that, or other personal products, you have kind of a schedule that you know. So why not just buy it for the end of the year because you know you're going to use it anyways. Save on the tax now, and well, that's going to be a big savings for later on. I think a pro tip here, especially for the personal items, is going to Costco. Buying them in bulk is really important, just because, you know, buying, for example, one hygiene product versus maybe a 3-pack might be a lot cheaper. Plus you save on the tax, so hey, why not? Okay, so the next tip here is baby and pet products. So there are a few different categories here. People with pets and babies, people with babies or pets, or people with none. I think this applies to those first 2 categories here. If you have pets, definitely stock up on pet food, right? Things like pet food, dried or even canned, or all that stuff can be bought in bulk, especially if you have cats. Cat litter is a great time to buy during this period because you can save a lot of money here. For me personally, I don't have like a dog or a cat or anything like that. I have fish, so I definitely will be stocking up on fish food at Big Al's and things like that. So I think fish cleaner, if you have any cleaning essentials for fish or your pets in general, I think this would be a great time to buy ahead for the year to save on that tax money as well. The other thing is for babies. If you have babies or toddlers, kid food or anything like that, or kids clothing is a great time to buy now. Did you know that even kids clothing counts as like stuff like bibs, for example? I'll link down below the actual full document that the government says that the stuff that are qualified for the tax-free kind of plan. So you can look at that specifically, but I think for pets and babies, it's a great time to buy, whether it be food or even like actual clothing for babies. Okay, so this next one is a little different. This strategy is about planning ahead for future events. So, well, Awesome. We have been planning for future events. So what are you talking about specifically? I think these are more specific to things that come up during the year that you need to buy specific things for. So for example, Christmas is coming up. Buy your Christmas decorations during this tax-free season, right? A lot of people buy after Christmas because maybe it's discounted, which may be a good strategy, but definitely compare the prices and make sure it's lower than what it is during this kind of no tax period, right? So one is Christmas decoration. If you have people's birthdays that are coming out later in the year that you want to buy gifts for now, that's a great idea. For example, if you have someone who really wants a console or a PS5 or an Xbox, buy that now because it is tax-free. You can save from those prices going up later on, from the tax perspective. So gift planning is definitely something that you can do. Another thing is like non-perishable baking ingredients as seasonal treats. So a lot of seasons a lot of kind of seasons and holidays are going to be coming up later in the year. So, you know, Christmas, Easter, maybe even during the summer, like if you're into baking in general, maybe buying like flour and things like that you use for baking that you can kind of keep on a shelf. Similar to that non-perishable items list that we talked about earlier, but this is more for seasonal things. This would be the time that you buy that. Again, saving on tax, do it now, don't wait for it later. Okay, so the last tip here is on buying cost-cutting goods during this tax-free period. What does that mean? Okay, well, think reusable products. So reusable grocery bags, water bottles, or kitchen cloths. These are things that, you know, we buy every day. Like every day you buy grocery bags and you don't think about like the extra 10 cents you're paying. And that adds up over time. So buy all those reusable bags now because you'll save on tax. Buy as many as you want. Buy kind of reusable water bottles so you don't spend money on buying the throw-out water bottles. Plus, hey, it's good for the environment, so why not? So that's something you can definitely do. Another thing you can do is energy efficient light bulbs. If you buy that now, you save on the tax, plus you save on your energy bill every couple months. So I think that's a great way to save money kind of on two ends. Next would be like food storage containers. So, you know, instead of kind of taking plastic bags, stuff that you throw out all the time, or just buying meal prep, and these food storage containers can definitely save your costs over time. So I think this is a really small change that you can make now that helps save you hundreds of dollars over the course of the year. However small it may be, it always adds up at the end. Okay, so that's all of our strategies that we talked about. Here are a couple extra tips for you guys just to sprinkle along these strategies and just to think about while you're buying stuff in general. Make a list. That's number one. Focus on what you need. Don't overbuy. You know, look at your past year's consumption of certain items, and I think you can definitely base what you want to buy based on that kind of trend and frequency. So there's a little bit of sitting down and doing some math and figuring that out, but you know what? That is going to save you a lot of money. So definitely put the time into that. Number two, track sales, right? So use apps like Flip or Reebee to compare your prices at your local store, right? Maybe you're subscribed to their email list or flyer every week. This is where you could not only save on tax-free stuff, but stack that on top of deals that may be happening in store. So that's number two. Number three is shop in bulk. So I think this is pretty obvious. Go to your Walmart, go to your Costco's, buy in bulk. You will save way more in terms of per unit pricing. And we talked about that earlier, and I think it's pretty obvious why. Okay, tip number 5, kind of the last one here, is check your credit card rewards. I'm not always the biggest fan of using credit cards. However, if you are the type of person who can pay your credit cards in time and have a really good history of doing so, I definitely think getting on this credit card game is really, really helpful. Not only to build your credit score, but to get you points to save money later. So at the end of the day, with these next 2 months, a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of consumption in terms of going to the store. So might as well look at cash back or points for these kind of things. So, you know, check your American Expresses, check your TDs, check your Scotiabanks, or whatever bank that you use, and see what credit cards give you the most rewards and bang for your buck. You might as well rack up some points if you're going to spend some money. So definitely do your research. Let me know if you want me to make a video about kind of like different credit cards that Canadians kind of use. I'm happy to do that. I am pretty on top of that stuff, but happy to share that information with you guys too. Okay, so there you have it. Those are some of the strategies and tips and tricks that I'm going to be using for the next 2 months, and hopefully you find helpful and you save some money as well. Let me know down in the comments what kind of items that you guys are going to be buying. Again, I will link below the government site that kind of lists out all of the stuff that is eligible for these savings over the next 2 months, and I will kind of update you guys on any changes or anything like that that happens. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you really like this video and found it helpful. I'll be posting more throughout the kind of next few months. Starting up this YouTube channel is really exciting for me because I love talking about finance. I talked about with my friends. Thought I would share my knowledge with you all. So thanks for listening if you got this far, and look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Happy holidays and happy saving, guys. See you later.